Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 8 such specimens to examine. 8 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. And we will be looking at these in minute detail. Yes, sirree. We'll give them a very thorough examination. So, if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. Well, we've got us our first TTM of 2024. Hope you had a very wonderful holiday season. Your New Year's off to a great start. Man, oh man, what a weekend of football. Some fantastic games. Just unbelievable. Of course, it all started Saturday night. Our Detroit Lions went down to Dallas, beat the Dallas Cowboys 21-20, a thrilling victory to secure the number 2 seed for the Lions in the playoffs. They got a last-minute drive down the field, scored the winning touchdown. Dan Campbell gambled, went for 2, executed a beautiful trick play, threw a 2-point pass to Taylor Decker, and the Lions win. What a fantastic victory for Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions. Of course, you know what happened. You all saw it. The worst crime committed down in Dallas since JFK got shot at Dealey Plaza. That was the worst crime. And you know what? Where did they find that referee? Would they find him over at the Texas School Book Depository? That is embarrassing, shameful. The greatest sports crime of all time. The greatest crime in Dallas since JFK got shot. That was just terrible. The Lions robbed of the number 2 seed in the playoffs. Handed to Dallas Cowboys, undeserved. And you know what really has people up in the Detroit area so mad? Hey, people make mistakes. If that referee had just admitted that he screwed up, hey, it's just a football game. He made a mistake, all right. But you know what's more than a football game and why people are so mad? It's about human character, and that referee did not have the human character to admit he screwed up the players' numbers. He lied. He continued to lie after the game, and that's why people are so upset about it. Lousy human character. Hey, we all make mistakes. But you know what? You got to own up to them. In fact, if you're like me, you made tons of mistakes. Man, I made so many mistakes. I probably made more than that referee down there in Dallas. But I admit them. And if you like reading about people who make mistakes, get over to Amazon.com. Type in this author's name, that's your narrator. Type in this book title into the search bar at Amazon. This book will come up. You can read about all the horrible, shameful mistakes I've made throughout my life. Did I learn anything from them? I don't know. Read the book and find out. If you're easily offended, stay away. But if you're a big boy, a big girl, or a big tranny, go ahead and read it. Let me know what you think. Did I learn anything from all of my mistakes? Did I learn any more from my mistakes than old Brad Allen, the guy who robbed the Detroit Lions of the number 2 seed in the playoffs? Well, that put everybody up here in some low spirits, I'll tell you that. But you know what? We got all our spirits lifted yesterday in that great college football football playoff game. The Michigan Wolverines defeating the Alabama Minstrel Tide 27-20 in overtime. Jim Harbaugh out-coaching Nick Saban. J.J. McCarthy leading a game-tying drive in the last minutes of regulation. Blake Corum, the Michigan legend, scoring the winning touchdown in overtime. Michigan, of course, beat Alabama. Michigan, the better team. They proved it all day. In fact, had not Michigan gotten their own way with some horrible special teams play, they would have won that game pretty easily. But, hey, they won anyway. That's all that matters. They won. And one thing about that game, something that always irritates me, is this non-stop hype of the SEC. Oh, they're the greatest. No, they talk about the SEC compared to the other conferences like it's the NFL compared to college. And all the five-star recruits that Alabama has and all this and that and the whole SEC, and they're so fast. But let me tell you, did you see any Alabama player outrun a Michigan player in that game? I didn't see it. Where's this great speed they're talking about? The thing about this, the myth of the SEC, here's what happens. You got a player from Michigan and a player from Alabama. Some nerd 3 or 4 years ago, while the Michigan or Alabama players in high school, some nerd sits down on his computer and he types in 5-star. And so some school signs this guy, we got a 5-star, whereas the player that goes to Michigan or Iowa gets a 3-star. Well, let me tell you something. That don't mean that 5-star player is any good or any better. He could be better, he could be worse than the guy. These nerds who rate these players don't know nothing. I'll give you, here's my theory. Any high school player in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, they automatically are rated 1 star higher just because there's this myth that these southern players are somehow stronger and faster. That is absurd. Give you one example. There's a rookie tight end on the Detroit Lions named Sam Laporta. Nobody ever heard of this guy. He wasn't a 5-star recruit. He was a 3-star recruit 4 years ago. It's just 4 years ago. 3-star recruit out of high school, rated tight end number 173 in high school ball. The 173rd rated tight end. Now, if he had played ball down there in Georgia, you think he would have been a 3-star? No. You telling me that he was somehow way lower than all these players that go to Alabama or Georgia? Somehow they did something at Iowa in 3 years to magically transform the guy? No. He was underrated, and a lot of the SEC players are overrated. That was proved once again yesterday. Michigan had no problem manhandling Alabama. I don't want to hear this SEC, oh, they're so fast, they're so much better. Did you watch the game? I didn't see Alabama outrun nobody. All right, but that lifted everybody's spirits up here. Michigan playing for the national championship next week. Of course, I predicted Michigan to beat Alabama in my last video. I'm not predicting that Washington game. That's a whole different squad. Now, it's interesting. You get the 4 teams in the playoffs. The teams with the 2 lowest rated squads as far as the nerds' high school star rankings are playing for the championship, while the teams with the highest rating, Alabama and Texas, lost. So you got the 2 low-rated teams in the nerd side playing for the title. Well, I'll tell you what, do not underestimate Washington. That's going to be Michigan's toughest game. They had the passing game that could cause Michigan problems. If Michigan wins that game, in my opinion, Michigan's a 4.5-point favorite. In my opinion, if I was betting money, actually, I'd bet on Washington. In my eyes, Washington should be the favorite. They've got probably the best offense we've seen in college ball since that Joe Burrow LSU team. But what a great win it would be for Michigan. Hopefully they can get it. I'm not predicting that game. I'm just hoping Michigan could win. But congrats to Washington also. They got a heck of a coach out there, and they almost choked it away to Texas, but they hung on. Looking forward to a good game next Monday night. But That Michigan win over Alabama sure did a lot to help alleviate the pain of that awful, awful crime that was committed down there in Dallas. All right, let's get us on to some TTMs. I've been blabbing on long enough. Let me do a little brainwashing here before I cut open the first envelope. You must obey what you see there on the screen. All right, let's get on to TTM number 1. Let me fiddle around here with my auxiliary lighting just a little bit. TTM number 1. Where in the world is that coming to us from? North Texas! Dallas, Texas, are you kidding me? The scene of one of the worst crimes in human history, plus the JFK assassination? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. I am sick of Dallas. All right, what do we got here? Very nice. Check out that beautiful return from Mr. David Need. 54 years old. Look how he beautifully signed. That's a 1992 gold leaf rookie card. Check that out. That is beautiful. Look at that signature on that card. First pick for the expansion Rockies in the 1992 expansion draft. Started the first ever game for the Rockies. Took a loss against the New York Mets. Also pitched a number of other firsts for the Rockies. First strikeout, first walk, first complete game, and first complete game shutout. He finished his career with a record 17 wins, 18 losses, and a 5.06 ERA. Dave Need on that 1992 gold leaf rookie card. That is a beauty. Check that out. Very nice signature. All right, that's TTM number 1 for 2024. Next up, we got one coming to us from Medford, Oregon. Let's see what we got from Medford, Oregon. TTM number 2, 2024. Look at that sweet vintage 1969 Topps rookie card. Can you see that signature? That's hard to get in. See that signature up there in the corner? I guess that's a signature. Can we see that? Let me see if I can fix this lighting a little bit. There's a little bit better. You can see that up in the corner. It looks like maybe just put the initials. JC, I guess, or I don't know. Jim Cadile, 83 years old, is 1969 Topps rookie card. Check that out. Look at that beautiful old vintage Topps card. He was a fourth-round pick by the Bears in 1962 out of San Jose State. Played offensive line for the Bears for 11 years, opening some holes for the likes of Gale Sayers, Brian Piccolo, Ronnie Bull, and even the old quarterback, Bobby Douglas. Jim Cadile, great old guard. Thank you, sir, for putting some ink on that card. I don't know if that's just your initials or that's how you sign your name. Really appreciate it. He's 83 years old. He can do what he wants. He's earned the right to sign it however he wants. Thank you, sir. All right. This next one here, coming to us from Hartford, Connecticut. It feels a little thick, like we got, what is in there? I wonder if it's just our note back or something else. Let's cut this open carefully. Just cut on the sliver of the edge there to see what we got. Let's pull that out. Looks like it is our note. Oh, well, see this? I sent him one card. Look at this. He sent look at these little photographs. I sent him this 1969 Topps rookie card. Look how beautiful that came out. Beautiful signature on there. For an 82-year-old, he still signs his name. Great. Look at that sweet old Topps card. He signed that, and then he sent me these two. I guess they look like they're little photographs, cut-out photographs, beautifully autographed. One in his Red Sox uniform, one in his Yankees uniform. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Waslewski, for those extras. I'll tell you what. I don't need two of these. Does anybody want a Gary Waslewski autograph photo? If you do, go down into the comments field. Put a hashtag GW. Get it in there by, what's this Saturday going to be? Something like the Saturday be what, January 7th or something like that? Whatever this Saturday is, get it down in the comments field. If only one person puts it in, we'll send it to you. If more than one, we'll do a drawing for it. Hashtag GW will give you one of these beautifully autographed photos. I didn't ask for these. He sent them free of charge, along with the card I sent him. Look at that beautiful old Topps card. Mr. Waslewski, like I said, 82 years old, pitched parts of 6 years in the big leagues. He bounced around Boston, Montreal, Yankees, St. Louis, Oakland. Finished his career with a horrible record of 11 wins, 26 losses. He did have a respectable 3.44 ERA. He had 5 complete games. That's one more than the Hall of Famer Jacob deGrom. Look at that. He bested Jacob deGrom in the all-time career complete games list. Gary Waslewski, thank you, sir, for signing your 1969 Topps rookie card. Like I said, if you want one of these extras, he's so thoughtfully and generously included. Just put hashtag GW down in the comments. If you'll get it in by this Saturday, whatever date that is, January 7th, 8th, I don't know. 2024. We'll do a drawing on Saturday sometime. Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Waslewski. Oh, yeah, let's see if he answered any questions on the note. Got so caught up in his generosity, I forgot about the note. Let's see. Let's see, what is this? I said, oh, yeah, here it is right here. What was your favorite team you played for? He said, the Red Sox. Oh, look at this. What big league city had the friendliest girls? All of them. I hope you're doing well, still kicking. Thank you. Same to you, because I said be a good cheer. The Waz. I tell you what, he must have been a ladies' man. He said, it don't matter what city the Waz goes to, the ladies are always friendly. Gary Waslewski, there's probably some ladies out there that's going to enter the contest for one of these autograph photos from the Waz. Gary Waslewski, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. That is fantastic. All right, what do we got here next? This one's coming to us from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Let's see what we got from Minneapolis, Minnesota. A TTM. Look at Nick Saban. He got outcoached by Jim Harbaugh. The Alabama Menstrual Tide defeated. The college football world shocked. A Big Ten team beat an SEC team? How is that possible? Well, this fella outcoached that fella. Simple as that. All right, what's our TTM? Look at that. Dave Ellett, 59 years old, on that 1991 Topps Stadium Club card. Beautifully personalized and autographed. Look at that sweet old Stadium Club card. Dave Ellett, 59 years old. Pretty good offensive defenseman. Played 16 years in the National Hockey League. Two-time All-Star, set a Maple Leafs record for most points by defenseman in the playoffs with 18 in 1994. 153 career goals. Career best 22 in 1989 with Winnipeg. Dave Ellett, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Some great TTMs. This next one here is coming to us from St. Paul, Minnesota. The city named after the Apostle Paul, who did so much fine work to spread the gospel of Jesus. Let's see what we got from St. Paul, Minnesota. Oh, a beautiful 1997 Score football card signed by Mr. Keenan McCardle. Check that out. Keenan McCardell. Look at that beautiful signature. 53 years old. Hey, this guy was one of the best 12th round draft picks in National Football League history, although it took him a couple years to start putting up the big numbers. The Redskins drafted him out of Nevada, Las Vegas. It wasn't until his 4th year with the Browns that he got a lot of playing time. Then he went to Jacksonville, and his career really took off. 2-time Pro Bowler, he won 2 Super Bowls, one with the Redskins in '91, one with Tampa in 2002. He finished his career with 883 catches for 11,373 yards, 63 touchdowns. That's a 12th round draft pick. He's currently the wide receivers coach for the Minnesota Vikings. Keenan McCardell, look at that. That is a beauty. One of the best 12th round picks in pro football history. Over 11,000 yards. Unbelievable. All right, what do we got here next? Coming to us all the way from Carroll Stream, Illinois. Not Menstrual Stream, Alabama, but Carroll Stream, Illinois. I think they're still crying down there in Alabama. I think their possum tastes a little bit bitter these days. The possum is just not as good as it would have been tasted if they had won that game. So they're choking down that possum, trying to move on with their lives. This thing's stuck in here good. I'm going to have to rip this out from the top so I don't damage anything. What do we got from Carroll Stream? Looks like we got our note back. Oh, wow. Check this one out. Look at that. Kendrick Nunn. Can you see that signature on that card? Let me see. Wait, there you go. Let's take a look at that on that beautiful Prism card. Check that out. Kendrick Nunn, 28 years old. Look at this beautiful Prism card. Kendrick Nunn. That is sweet. That is a sweet old card. What year is that again? 2021-22 Prism. Kendrick Nunn played 3 seasons at Illinois. And then he was dismissed from the team over an assault charge. He had to sit out a year. He transferred to Oakland University. He was the 2018 Horizon League Player of the Year, undrafted by the NBA. In 2019, though, he signed with Miami, reached the 2020 NBA Finals. Also named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team. Then in August 2021, he signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. However, he missed the entire 2021-22 season with a knee injury. He's currently trying to work his way back in the NBA. He's playing in the professional league in Greece. For his NBA career, he averaged 12.1 points per game. Kendrick Nunn, hope you make it back to the NBA. Really appreciate you signing this card. Let me see if you put anything on that note. Kendrick Nunn. He said, thank you for being a great fan. Well, thank you, sir, for being a great basketball player and a very generous soul and honoring our autograph request. Really appreciate that. All right, we got 2 more TTMs. This next one here is coming to us from Duval, Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. Let's see what we got from Jacksonville. Oh, check it out. Another beautiful 1997 Score football card signed by Mr. Anthony Johnson, 56 years old. Check out that beautiful old card. How about that? A second-round pick in 1990 out of Notre Dame by the Colts. He played sparingly for them and the Jets for 5 seasons before he went to Carolina in 1996. He became the first Panther to have a 1,000-yard rushing season. That was the only season he played regularly. He played 11 years in the NFL. In that 1996 season, he would gain 1,120 of his 2,966 career rushing yards. He only had one other season in the NFL where he gained more than 400 yards. Mr. Anthony Johnson, thank you, sir. Appreciate you signing that card. We are now down to our last TTM on this first 2024 TTM video. This one's coming to us from Atlanta Metro. What in the world could we possibly have coming to us from Atlanta? Let's check it out. Oh, baby, I'm surprised I got this one back. Check that out. Look at that. 1997 score rookie card signed by the great Warwick Dunn. How about that? I'm a little surprised I got this one back. Warwick Dunn. I thought it was a bit of a long shot, but hey, send it out. You never know. Check that out. Look at that score rookie card. Warwick Dunn. He had 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons at Florida State. How about those crybaby Florida State fans? Oh, my goodness. Warwick Dunn. Pride of Florida State crybabies. First round pick in 1997 by Tampa. He had a fantastic 12-year career in the National Football League, borderline Hall of Famer. 6 seasons with Tampa, 6 with Atlanta. 1997 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, 3-time Pro Bowler. Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2004. 5 1,000-yard rushing seasons, 10,967 career rushing yards, 4.1 yards per carry, 49 rushing touchdowns, 4,339 receiving yards, 15 receiving touchdowns. Warwick Dunn, that is a great rookie card to get back. Really appreciate. That's the highlight of this set, I'll tell you what. Warwick Dunn rookie card. Beautiful. Check that out. Well, that is all of our TTMs. Appreciate you all watching. We'll be back in a couple days. We'll have some more stuff. Remember, if you did want one of those, extra personal autograph photos from Gary Waslewski, the Waz, just get down into the comments field. Put hashtag GW by Saturday. Let's say 10 a.m. Saturday. 10 a.m. Saturday, whatever that day is, sometime this weekend. We'll do a random drawing if more than one person wants that. From the Waz, the ladies' man. All right, like I said, we'll be back in a couple of days with some more, God willing. Until then, remember, enjoy the rest of your life.